open ganyan sa amin.
Oo nga, yun ang utang na lumalabas.
Wala kaso, wala yung, wala yung sa ano.
Ano na yan?
Yan, dalawa nga, side by side.
Okay.
Ang wala,
Okay lang.
pero ang wala yung particular.
Okay, let's start. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Kapihan sa Senado. And since the session will resume on Monday at katatapos lang ng election na pwedeng magpabago sa composition ng Senado, ang guest natin, hindi yung siya candidate last election, pero feeling big winner dahil yung mga pinamanahan niya ng kagwapuhan at katalinuhan ay winner sa Quezon City at saka sa Pasig City. At lahat din ng kanyang inindoso sa senatorial halos pasok sa Magic 12. So let us all welcome, so far, pasok sa Magic 12. So, ibig sabihin ganun kalakas yung kanyang endorsement power. Let us all welcome Senate President Vicente Sotto III. Hi sir, magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Thank you for this opportunity again and my nth time sa Kapihan sa Senado.
Every week, sir.
Ano every week naman? Huwag naman ganun. Okay, salamat.
Sir, it is now becoming clearer sino yung mapoproclaim na panalo sa senatorial race. Are you satisfied or a little bit sad dahil mukhang yung isa sa mga kandidato ng NPC ay nasa alanganin pa?
Nag-aagaw eh. The Filipino word would be nag-aagaw. Kasi I hope that JB Ejercito will make it. No? Meron pa mga pinag-uusapan, may mga binibilang pa, may mga padating pa. Pero when you hope for that, nakakatakot kasi yung nasa number 12, si Nancy. So, gusto mo rin siyempre manalo yun. Kung pwede nga, manalo sila lahat eh. Lang. So, it's really, nag-aagaw yung tuwa at medyo konting kaba na finally malaman natin kung ano talaga ang desisyon ng majority ng ating mga kababayan. I'm waiting for the final official results from COMELEC. As a matter of fact, I am planning to monitor the PICC kasi ando doon eh, di ba? Doon natin makikita official canvassing. And sanay tayo doon. Every now and then meron tayong representation doon. I'm sure one of my lawyers will be able to monitor the official national canvassing.
So sir, tama yung abogado ni Senator JB na right now walang basis para mag-concede na siya dahil marami pang parating na boto. May mga parating pang boto.
Tsaka ang mga diferensya nila na naglalaro lang sa 100,000 or below. Di ba? Yung last 3 slots, including number 13. Yung 14, 15 lang medyo parang layo ng konti. Pero hanggang number 13, kung tutuusin, naglalaro sa mga 100,000, thereabouts. As a matter of fact, mayroon pa yata sa kanila mga 10 o 20,000 lang ang diferensya. Pero that has been the benchmark of national elections when it comes to the senatorial elections from 1987 to the present, except in 2016. Yun ang malaking pagkakaiba. Lahat yan, tingnan mo, from 1987, the 1987 national elections, number 24 and number 25 during that time was Senator Enrile and Bobby Sanchez. Ang diferensya, ang lead. Pagdating nung 1992 elections, yung number 24 at saka number 25, ganun din ang lead. Butchakino, number 24. I do not remember who was number 25, but ang lead din ang diferensya, less than 100,000. Lahat yan, even nung 1995, yung number 12, number 13, kasi noon 12 na lang eh. In 1995, 12 senators na lang. Kasi ano na yun, yung nag-overlap na after the 87 and the 1992 election. So, nung 95, ganun din, yung 12 and 13, ang liit ng diferensya. Kaya nga maging may protesta eh, every now and then eh. And then, 2001, 2004, 2001, di ba si Greg was number 13? It just so happens na 13 ang kukunin. Kaya nakasabit siya. Dikit din doon sa number 14 at saka number 12. Nung number 14 noon was Senator Enrile, number 15 was Miriam Defensor. Ano, 2001. So, dikit-dikit yan. Except 2016. I really don't have the answer for that. 1 million ang lamang ni Laila de Lima kay Francis Tolentino. Yun lang ang kakaiba sa lahat. Pero ngayon, tingnan mo, ngayon na naman. Ganun ulit, 100,000 below or thereabouts. So, may karapatan siguro yung mga abogado nila, JB, na wag munang mag-concede. Mahintay na yung final.
So, in-expect niyo na ba na ganito yung kakaharaping sitwasyon ni Senator JB, considering na hati nga siguro yung boto dahil sabay silang tumakbo ni Senator Jinggoy, and at the same time, may ilang religious group na hindi po siya in-endorse?
Tingin ko, nung una, ang tingin ko medyo talagang uphill climb because dalawa silang tumatakbo sa pamilya for the same seat. And then, pero, I knew na pag-kick in ng local candidates and the national party, like in our case, the Nationalist People's Coalition, wherein Senator JV is a member of, I was expecting na talagang ganyan. Papasok siya. I was expecting na papasok siya because of that. The kick of the local, yung trajectory niya, paakyat naman talaga eh. Yung ibang mga nasa top 12 dati, unti-unti nag-i-slide eh. So, I was expecting na papasok siya. Alam ko mahihirapan. It was an uphill battle, but I was expecting him to win.
So, ba't plano nyo na magbantay sa PICC?
Hindi naman magbantay. Monitor lang.
Monitor.
Monitor lang. Wala naman tayong doon. Veterano na kami doon. Basta yun eh, nakaharap yung mga abogado, nakikita na yung monitor nyo, pareho na lumalabas dito, pati yung lumalabas doon sa transparency server na pupunta sa media, na pupunta sa ano. Pag nakikita mong tama, pare-pareho yun, give or take a decimal or a point or two, hindi naman problema yon.
Sir, considering at before Mayan and Jem, considering mo yung mga naging glitches last election, yung mga hindi gumana na VCM, mga sirang SD card, tapos dun sa transmission, sa transparency server, nagkaroon ng about 7 hour. May basehan ba para pagdudahan yung credibility at integrity nung last election?
Well, not really. Kasi, tignan mo yung di mo maaalis na mag-isip yung iba, at saka may mga ganun. Pero, tignan mo yung percentages nung mga hindi maayos na, let's say, nagkaroon ng problema sa VCM or nagkaroon ng problema sa SD card. Tignan mo yung nakaraan. Ang mabigat kasi sa panahon ngayon, may social media eh. Nangyayari pa lang, nakakalat na sa buong Pilipinas, pati sa buong mundo kung ano yung problema. Pero tingnan mo yung percentages. Medyo mukhang tama yung sinasabi ni Commissioner Guanzon at saka ni Chairman Abbas. Ang liit ng percentage nung nagka-problema. Na sinasabi. Kaya lang matingkad because it's on social media and the mainstream media usually picks it up. But then again, in general, kung tutuusin, I think the elections were credible. Ang pinakamadali dyan, kung merong mga nagdududa, presenta nila yung dahilan kung ba't sila nagdududa and present the evidence. Like in our case in 2016, I presented it in a privileged speech and the investigation went on. As a matter of fact, is ongoing. Pwede pa yun eh. Pwede pa rin naman yun because all I have to do is perhaps if we're not able to take it up in the next 3 weeks, what I can do in the 18th Congress is simply to rise and move that my previous privilege speech be considered by the Committee on Electoral Reforms, who will be headed by, I don't know yet who. Depende, baka magkaroon kami ng konting pagbabago sa mga chairmanship ng mga committee, I cannot say at this point. So, madali yun. Pwedeng tuloy pa rin yun. Tuloy yung investigasyon na yun at hindi mamamatay yun because of the sine die adjournment. So, presenta nila. Imbis na nakarinig kasi ako na mayroong nagsasabi na magpresenta raw ng ebidensya na credible ang eleksyon. Ha? Baliktad na. Magpresenta ka ng ebidensya na hindi credible yung eleksyon. Dapat ganun.
Okay, Maan, and then Jam.
Sir, yung line-up lang nung lumalabas na so far nanalo sa top 12, yung bottom 3, 10, 11, 12, puro re-electionists. What does it say, sir? Parang hindi ba enough yung performance this time around? O may mali sa messaging, hindi nakita ng tao yung nagawa nila?
Hindi. Nakita ng tao nagawa nila kaya sila nandoon eh. Ako, ang tingin ko is because sabi mo last 3, di ba? Puro re-electionist, ano? Simply malakas lang talaga yung 3 na bagito na pumasok. Na bago pala, I should say.
You're referring to...
Simply, ganito. I think it's simply because there were 3 very strong candidates who barged in. Kaya na-displace yung iba. Ano? And the strength of the candidates that barged in were the full endorsement of the president, who is enjoying approximately 80% approval and trust rating from our countrymen. So talagang lalakas at lalakas yun. And if you will notice, in his sorties during the campaign period, he never failed to mention the 4 of them. Ano? Yung pang-apat lang, talagang sa Mindanao popular eh. Si Mamonda Dato eh. Pero hirap sa Luzon and Visayas, unlike the 3 others who were known nationwide. So I think it's because of that. Merong 3 nag-barge in na malalakas. Kaya, siyempre, bababa yung iba. Di ba?
At this point, are we ready to say na totoong may Duterte magic? O, kasi sinasabi nila, sir, hindi naman unusual na siyam mula sa administrasyon yung pumasok. Kasi time ni Pinoy, 2013, siyam din naman from the administration. But some people are already saying may Duterte magic in terms of endorsement.
I-dissect natin mabuti. Ano? Is it really, saan mo, 9? 9 or 10 from the administration? I don't think so. The HNP is not the administration. It's a regional party. Di ba? Ang talagang binabanggit ng presidente, 4 eh. And every now and then, siyempre, na-declare niya si Coco, di ba, dahil party president nila. Every now and then, merong mga sorties na nando doon, ini-endorse niya. Pero, he was very strong on the 4. Okay, so, as a matter of fact, of the 12, 11 in-endorse namin eh. In-endorse ng Macho Black eh, di ba? Yung 11 eh.
Wala lang doon yung...
So, ano ba kami? Administration ba kami? Hindi ah. Di ba? So, yung HNP, administration ba yun? Hindi rin eh. It's a coalition of different political parties. May NP doon, may PDP laban doon, may mga NPC, may independents, di ba? So, ano nga uli yung tanong mo? Okay.
It's not because of them being the administration beds.
Ito yung nakalimutan kong magitin. Remove the word magic. Alam mo, sa ibang tao, pag sinabi mo yung magic, makakala, nandaya eh. Ganun ang Kasi nung araw, ang term ni Senator Maceda nung araw, masahe. Minamasahe yung resulta, ha? Sasabihin ng iba, minamagic. So, wag yun. I think it would be the President's support. I'd rather call it that. It's the President's support, and he enjoys a big trust rating of the people. So they trust what he says.
Okay, Jan, and then She.
Sir, babalikan ko lang yung sa vote sa nangyaring problema nung automated elections. If you think na credible pa rin naman yung elections, why is there a need for the JCOC, Joint Congressional Oversight Committee, to investigate?
It's the chairman of the Committee on Electoral Reforms and the JCOC na nagsabi na magkakaroon ng inquiry, Senator Coco Pimentel. Ako naman, I support it because mas maganda na rin yung malinawan lahat yan. Di ba? So, anong ginawa? Noong 2016, lock, stock, and barrel, Smartmatic. Itong 2019, medyo nag-iba-iba ng mga service provider. Di ba? Nag-iba-iba. So, magandang makita natin. Ano bang mabuti dun sa dati? Ano yung mabuti sa ngayon? At saka, paano ba yung bidding niyan in the 2022 na presidential lang ano niyan? Baka pwedeng i-consider na yung suggestion ko na hybrid. Manual ang botohan, transmission ng automated. Di ba? So, hindi naman katakataka at hindi naman masama na tumawag ng hearing ang JCOC o ang Electoral Reforms Committee.
Palitan na po yung Smartmatic as a provider ng machines.
Matagal na. Noong January pa, sinasabi ko na yan. Ang problema, nung mag-privilege speech ako, nakapag-award na pala ako umilik. Remember? Oo. Kasi napakadaming naging problema. And my source, and my sources, definitely, alam na nila na taga-Smartmatic yung isa. At yung isa ay ginamit nila. And by the way, yung source ko, I think was already approved doon sa application niya. Kaya yung isang hearing, ayaw niya lumabas. Meron siyang ina-apply na kumpanya. Natanggap na. I think he's ready to appear. Oh, sabi niya sa akin eh. So, if matutuloy yung investigasyon ng 2016 elections, hindi itong 2019 elections, palagay ko, pwede na mag-testify yung dalawa.
So, sir, yung dating ayaw mag-testify?
Hindi sa ayaw. Wag daw muna. Kasi nga daw nag-a-apply, meron siyang application to with an international company. Ayaw niya ma-prejudice pag nakilala siya at sabihin controversial ka, ayaw ka namin, di ba?
Okay, follow up. Okay. Jem. Happy birthday, Jem.
Thank you. Birthday ka.
Happy birthday.
Sinama talaga.
Natanggap mo ba yung regalo?
Wala regalo, wala, sir.
Pinadala ko sa bahay niyo.
Gabi.
Si Rico.
Grabe. Hindi. Sir, yung given lang yung lineup ngayon ng top 12, halos lahat administration allies. Would you say, sir, na mas strengthen yung parang influence or hold ni President Duterte sa Senate? And does this mean na mas malaki yung chances para maipasa yung mga pet bills niya like death penalty bill or yung federalism?
I doubt it. I think what will be passed by the Senate would be based on its merits. What would be based on the bills on its merits, not because it's being endorsed by the President or it's not being endorsed by the President. As a matter of fact, we have passed so many bills na binito na Presidente, hindi ba? Oh, dahil hindi kami nagkukonsulta talaga tapos hindi naman namin nakukuha yung pulso nila from the PLLO. Kasi the technique here, and this is based on my experience. Pagka yung bill ayaw ng presidente, wag nyo nang ipasa. Or tanungin niyo, ano ba ayaw mo dito? Di ba? Kaya importante dun yung role ng PLLO. Kesa sa ipapasa ninyo, pagkatapos bibito pala Di ba? Ngayon, pagka tinutulak naman ng presidente, there are a number of bills na itinutulak ng administrasyon na hindi naman namin, itong present set ng senators, kung tutuusin, hindi naman malayo doon sa mananalo na 18th, magiging 18th Congress sa Senate at saka 17th. Halos pare-pareho lang. Nabawasan lang yung members ng minority siguro. Baka mababawasan ng dalawa. Pero yun din yun eh. No?
So, sir, there is no basis na baka daw maging rubber stamp ng Malacanang yung new composition ng Senate.
No. I really doubt it. I seriously doubt that will happen. First of all, ang leadership, hindi ka partido ng presidente. We would like to maintain, and if our leadership is retained, we would like to maintain an independent, transparent, and sincere Senate. Like what we have done in the 17th Congress. Ganun pa rin ang i-maintain namin na kung let's say sabihin mo, dahil gusto ng presidente, ganitong batas, kung talagang mabuti naman at maganda, bakit hindi? Ano? Pero kung ipipilit lang na alam naming hindi makakasama, I doubt kung papasa sa amin. Dahil sa Senate, walang closure eh. Walang closure sa amin. Nakakalimutan nila na hindi ka pwede mag-ram through. Like for example, nung sa House na pwede mag-ram through, dadaanin sa bilang. Sa amin, ang daming pamamaraan. And I know because I've been a minority leader, I've one time or another stymied a bill of the palace.
Okay, last from Jam, and then She, and then Camille, and then Joyce.
That's a possibility now because nadagdag nga yung pro-death penalty. Pero sino bumoto para sa kanila? Yung mga tao, di ba alam nila kung sino yung pro-death penalty at hindi? Di ba? O, ngayon, it's not, I'd rather not say that it's a palace bill kung tutuusin. Because I, for one, filed without any, what do you call that, egging from the palace. As a matter of fact, pagtungtong ko pa lang ng 17th Congress uli, which already I filed in the 16th Congress, is a death penalty for high-level drug trafficking. So it's not really a palace. As a matter of fact, the palace death penalty before, na gusto, na pinasa na ipapasa sana ng Congress, was maraming crimes na kasama. Di ba? O ano nangyari? Hindi ba sa kadi-debate namin, saka sasabi ko na huwag na yan. Ako, payag na ako sa wag death penalty. Because nakita ko rin you could say that I have seen the light. Payag na ako talaga na wag yung death penalty. But for high-level drug trafficking, it has to be there. It is a defense mechanism of the government against high-level drug traffickers and drug lords, because it is we are the only country in this part of the world where we have no death penalty for high-level drugs or drug trafficking. Kaya, paborito tayo. Dito nagmamanufacture, dito nagtatransshipment, pag nahuli sila, nakakapag-operate pa sa Muntinlupa. Ganun eh. Pero kung ilalagay mo yan na parang sword of Damocles, it need not be used, but it should be there. Yun ang panakot ng gobyerno.
Okay, follow up from Camille.
Sir, so mas madali nga na mapasa, mas mataas yung chance na mapasa yung death penalty for high-level drug traffickers in the coming 18th Congress?
I can say na it is possible. Hindi ko pwedeng sabihin mas madali. Again, because of the no cloture rule in the Senate. Kung may mga daming ayaw, maraming pamamaraan.
Is there super majority na daw mangyayari dito sa Senate doon sa new composition?
Super majority for the majority, I'd rather not call it a super majority for the palace. Even the president would agree with me, I'm sure. He has never interfered. He has never called. Even when Coco Pimentel was Senate President, he has never called Coco Pimentel for any bill. It all emanates from the collective wisdom of the members of the Senate.
Okay, She, Joyce, Paulo, and Myla.
Morning, SP. Sir,
Morning.
sundutin ko lang yung kay Camille. If you will still be the SP, you will prioritize the death penalty bill? Kasi maglalatag kayo na agenda, sir, di ba?
It has never been a priority as far as I'm concerned. Ang daming ibang priorities eh. It is a priority of Senator Manny Pacquiao. Just to set the record straight. Diba? Kasi pag hiningan mo kami ng mga pet bills, inyalagay namin yung mga priority natin. You can check with the Senate Secretariat's office. Alin ang mga sinabmit namin pet bills from 3 to 5 pet bills. Doon sa mga pet bills ko makikita nyo, medical scholarship, mental health, yung mga ganun eh. So, even if I remain as Senate President, as far as I'm concerned, it's not priority. It could be a priority of the other members of the Senate, and we can discuss it, depende ko sa committee chairman. I would rather perhaps concentrate, and hopefully it does not reach the 18th Congress na ipasa namin dito sa last 3 weeks yung Human Security Act, which we would now like to call as an Anti-Terrorism Act, my Medical Scholarship Act, the amendments to the Public Service Act na talagang it can address the issues on water, air transportation, power, sapul lahat no sa Public Service Act yan which is very old. The other one, tapos yung the right sizing of the national government, budget reform act, baka sakaling matapos namin bago umabot pa sa, and of course the security of tenure o the ENDO. Baka dapat di na umabot sa 18th Congress, kayong palang mapasa na namin to. Then, kung death penalty ang pag-uusapan natin, imposible in the 17th Congress in the last 3 weeks. Ang haba ng debate dyan eh. We debated this for over a year in the 9th Congress. I was here in the 9th Congress. Mahigit 1 taon namin din na-debate yan. Kami ni Boy Herrera sponsor. I was the sponsor for drug trafficking. Boy Herrera was sponsor for plunder at ibang mga crimes. Ang tagal ng debate namin dyan ay I went through the baptism of fire as a fledgling senator then because of that. Ang mga nag-interpellate sa akin dyan, yung mga anti-death penalty, ang dami. Si Bobby Tanyada, si Ernie Maceda, Turing Tolentino, they were all against it. Sino ba? Nikki Coseteng, Joey Lina and Kit Tatad. Si Kit Tatad at saka si Joey Lina, pinakamahaba interpellation sa akin dyan eh. So, alam ko mahaba yan. Hindi yan. Hindi madali yan. So, in the 17th Congress, malabo na yun. In the 18th Congress, perhaps, we'll ask the Manny Pacquiao if it's still priority to him, or perhaps one of the new senator incoming Senator Bato de la Rosa, he says he will file. Yun, tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari.
Pakisya.
Sir, yung kanina sabi nyo dapat yung Smartmatic, dapat matagal nang pinalitan. One way or another, andun pa rin yung involvement niya dito sa 2019 elections. So, does it give some questions given na andun pa rin yung Smartmatic and then ang daming pumalpak na SD card, VCM, yung VCM issue. Oo. So, hindi ba yun, sir, one way or another, talagang nag-cast ng doubt or cloud of doubt dun sa publiko? And then, sir, one other point, kahapon sinasabi ng mga election lawyers, especially ni Attorney Garcia, yung mga VCM na ginagamit natin ng COMELEC, ito yung mga luma na, and then nirenta, luma na, binili, and then kahit binili, hindi naman siya tinest upon delivery, tinest siya days before the elections.
Look nga at the percentage. kahit anong manufacturing naman kasi, hindi naman, yun sa ilang libo ilang libo yung total nun. Hindi magiging perfect lahat yun. Kaya meron silang pataan na may mga reserve na pampalit. No? Okay. Now, as far as Smartmatic is concerned, I really seriously doubt the issues that were raised by my sources in the 2016 elections. Pero ang dandang ko, at ang sense ko rin, at yun din ang naririnig ko sa mga insiders ko sa COMELEC, ingat na ingat dito sa 2019 elections para hindi mapatunay at mapabintangan na nagkaroon ng problema sa 2016. Kaya kung Smartmatic ang pag-uusapan, palagay ko nag-super ingat sila dyan. Wala yung mga early transmissions, wala yung mga queuing servers, di ba? So, I doubt it. Tsaka yung ibang naririnig ko sa local na nagre-reklamo ng sinasabing medayaan, parang ang hirap paniwalaan.
Kailan, sir,
Lalo na incumbent ka, paano kang dadayain? Incumbent ka. Kontrolado mo lahat. Di ba? Baka nadaya ka nga ng taong bayan. Binigyan mo pera, hindi ka pa rin binoto.
Isa lang problema, nung last 2016, mas mababa yung bilang ng mga nagka-problema na VCM at SD card. Ngayon parang na-triple yung dami. So parang instead nagkaroon na improvement, lumala pa yung problema.
Before we agree to that, alamin natin, ilan ang nagloko na BCMs noong 2016 pinalitan at ilan ang nagloko itong 2019.
Sir, like sa SD card, parang 128 2016, ngayon 1,655.
Hindi Smartmatic yung SD card ngayon.
Ang BCM mas tumaas din.
Smartmatic pa rin.
Mas tumaas, sir.
Mas
900 plus, considering nung magkano, ilan na? Ang laki ng difference. Ngayon.
All right. But then again, I'm not ready to say that this elections is not credible. Or perhaps the call of Senator Pimentel for a hearing or an inquiry by the JCOC is proper so that we can be enlightened. Yun ang pinakamaganda.
Sir, another issue. Yung kay Senator JV lang, sir, balikan ko lang. Nagkulang ba, two questions, nagkulang ba yung Senate leadership, I mean, especially yung Macho Black na initially very aggressive dun sa commitment na ika-campaign ng maigi yung mga re-electionist. Tapos eto yung nagiging developments. Tapos second, wala bang possibility or andun ba yung possibility na baka yung ibang NPC members nagkaroon ng laglagan, especially in the case of Senator JV?
Laglagan ng NPC, I doubt it. Pero yung schedule na gusto sa kasi namin na gustong gawin, hindi talaga nasunod eh. Ideal yung gusto namin gawin. Sana it was really planned. But iba-iba schedule nila eh. Iba-iba ang naging lakad, may kanya-kanyang programa, may kanya-kanya kung kailan yung announcement or yung yung parang pinaka proclamation rallies, kaiba-iba eh. Kaya hindi namin magawa yun eh. Unless mas ideal at magagawa namin talaga yun kung isa lang ang political party nila eh.
Okay, Jess.
Mahirapan. Dahil, for example, merong rally yung say NP sa isang area. May mga kasamang taga-imong partido. Di ba? Kasama yung mga taga-HNP. Ang hirap doon sa iba na hindi naman kasama doon.
Okay, Joyce.
Sir, balikan ko lang po yung Smartmatic. If you say that if you believe that the election is credible, bakit kailangan ba pong palitan yung Smartmatic kung nakapag-deliver naman sila ng credible election?
Hindi sila nakapag-deliver ng credible elections in 2016 eh. Kaso yung 2019, nasubo na ang COMELEC eh. bakit natin uulitin sa 20? Kung palagay mo maganda performance ng 2019, baka maulit yung 2016 eh. Presidential pa. Di ba? Huwag na. Pili tayo ng iba.
Sir, on another topic po, ang fear ngayon, dahil marami nga daw pong, yung mga nanalo kasi mostly allied sa Pangulo, tapos during the campaign sinasabi nila na susuportahan nila yung mga plano ng Pangulo. Ang fear is baka daw po, with only 4 members of the minority next Congress, baka daw po mawala ng checks and balances. Kasi we have a rubber stamp, House of Representatives, yung Senate na lang daw po ang pag-asa, pero with most of the members allied with the President, baka daw po mawala na yung checks and balances.
Outright sinasabi ko na no. It won't happen. It won't happen. Si Senator De Luna times 10 eh. Di ba? Ganun din naman eh. Ako ilagay mo sa minority, ginagarantiya ako sa iyo, times 10 ako. Di ba? Kami yung mga veterano, alam namin eh. You know, we know how to skin the cat. Alright? So, ngayon, but going back to before yung parang introduction before your question, tungkol dyan. Sinabi nila, susuportahan nila ang programa ng Presidente. Milyon-milyon ang bumoto sa kanila. Bakit matatakot ngayon itong mga iba na natalo na? Wala, talo kasi wala yung balance dahil ano. Yun ang gusto ng majority ng Pilipino eh. Suportahan si Presidente, kaya nila binoto. Bakit makikinig tayo sa minority? Hindi ba? Kami naman na nakaupo, ginagarantiyahan namin, hindi yung mangyayari sa amin yun. Hindi mangyayari sa... Even Senator Cynthia Villar, I've heard her, I've seen her on television, she's saying that she cannot be a member of any rubber stamp. Talagang allied ng NP sa PDP laban, di ba? Coco Pimentel himself, president of the PDP laban, says we cannot be rubber stamp. Ano na lang yun, sinasasabi lang iba yun dahil akala sunod-sunuran kami.
So, nanatiling independent yun sa...
Tsaka, in case na yung mga ibang binoto nila, sumunod nga sa gusto ng Presidente, gusto ng mga kababayan natin, binoto sila eh. Di ba? Alam nga namang hindi na tayo demokrasya na yung members, yung minority yung masusunod. Siyempre, majority na susunod.
Sir, last na po.
Mabuti na lang, swerte lang tayo na yung members ng majority sa Senado, lagi, I don't know why, but it always happens, they always feel independent once they're in the Senate already. Ang hirap diktahan. Believe me. I've been with the best and the brightest. I've been with those affiliated. In 1992, we were 17 or 18 members of LDP in the Senate. We were allied with Lakas, who had other members with us, Leti Shahani and Nina Rasul. President Ramos was never able to dictate on us on what to do. Talagang naniniwala ako sa sinasabi ni Orly Mercado nung araw na sa Senado, pag tungtong mo doon, sa gabi may naririnig kang boses, bumubulong sa'yo. Magiging presidente ka ng Pilipinas. Naririnig daw ng mga senador yun eh. Kaya nagiging independent yun. Mabuti na lang ako, walang naririnig na ganong boses.
Sir, sinabi niya sa Presidente, hindi nakikialam. So sa tingin niyo kahit mananalo ito sila Bongo, Bato, Tolentino na mga tao ni Presidente, hindi yung makikialam sa Senate leadership. Hindi, kasi sabi niya Senator Lacson, talagang ang Malacanang, lagi may blessing dun sa Senate leadership. Kumbaga,
Hindi naman, no? I don't think Senator Lacson will say that. Baka sa House. Baka sa House.
teka, natin ko yung text sa
Sa leadership ng Senate, medyo... Hindi pa.
Walang hand sa pagpunta nyo yung... Walang hand sa leadership nyo, sa assumption nyo yung Malacanang. Can you say that categorically?
Oh, yes. Yes. In fact, in the start of the 17th Congress, some of the senators were thinking that the blessing of the president would go to Alan Cayetano. Ano? The President never did. Even for Coco Pimentel, no. And for me, for that matter, there were, I think during that time, about 11 members of the Senate who wanted to hold the majority, and I was being pushed to seek the Senate presidency. We talked to Alan. Hindi kami nagkasundo-sundo sa mga usapan. The President never had a hand in that. We talked to Coco, and the thinking of then, of majority of us, the thinking was, mabuti si Coco ilagay natin kasi friendly with the President. Para maging, bigyan natin ng, parang kumbaga sa ano, bigyan natin ng magandang leeway ang Presidente sa kanyang first 2 years. So sa amin galing yun. Sa amin galing yun, hindi sa Pangulo. Kami mismo thinking na para mas maganda relationship. No? Total, hindi naman ako hat na hat mag-SP, sabi ko eh. Noong mga panahon na yun eh. Kaya si Coco naging Senate President. Ano, and he knows that. He has said that time and again. He owes it to the majority bloc that gave him the Senate presidency. Not the palace. And then when we transferred the leadership from Senator Pimentel to myself, ano yun? Ganun din. Wala rin pakialam ang palace doon. Hindi rin naman sila nagsasabi na okay or hindi okay. Ngayon, ang magandang tanong dyan sa tinatanong ninyo, what would Bongo, Bato de la Rosa, and Francis Tolentino do? Susunod ba basta-basta yan? I doubt it. As a matter of fact, the way I know Bongo, kilala ko siya, pag may pinilit ang palasyo at hindi niya type o hindi niya gusto, papalag yun, magsasabi yun doon. Sasabihin niya, naku sir, hindi maganda to. Oh, the way I know him, ha? Hindi basta pikit mata susunod. Hindi gano'n. At saka lalo na pagka nag-oath na sa June 30 yan, senador na, you already owe it to the millions of people who voted for you, not to those who endorsed you. Oh, gano'n ang feeling niyan ng mga senador na yan.
So I stand corrected, Senator Franklin Valentine nagsabi. I have no doubt that any reorganization in the Senate will need the President's blessing.
No. It has never happened in the 17th Congress and in the 18th Congress and in the past. Tingnan natin, trace back natin. And bago ko makalimutan, I know Senator Lacson more than you do, ha? Kita nyo? Alam ko hindi niya sabihin yun. Anyway, tingnan mo, wag na yung 1987, ibang klase yun, ibang ko, iba yun eh. Katatapos na nung Freedom Constitution nun eh. 1992, tsaka 87, hindi ko alam yung nangyari. 1992, 17 o 18 kaming LDP. Ang presidente, si FBR. Oh, ang ginawa namin Senate President, si Neptali, walang pakialam si FBR. Diba? Noong 1998, si Erap, ang presidente. Ang una naming Senate President, si ano yata, Fernan. Siling Fernan, di ba? Tapos naging Ople, Drilon, puro hindi alay ni Erap yun, ah. Diba? And then, later on pa si Villar, eh. Hindi, usually ang Senado, siguro baka may mga presidente in the past na medyo favored kay ganito, favored sa ganyan. As a matter of fact, sa mga committees, kuminsan, importante sa kanila. Lagi sa presidente, importante yung Blue Ribbon, importante yung Committee on Justice, Committee on Public Order, Ways and Means, Finance, yun ang mga importante sa presidente. Pero this president has never set his foot down or even gave us a message on who he wants. Wala eh.
Okay, last from Joyce.
Sir, how about federalism? What are the chances na maipapasa na siya next Congress? Considering na, again, maraming allies ni Pangulo ang nanalo, sir.
It will emanate from the House. In the Senate, the 17th Congress, siyempre, no chance, ano? 18th Congress, napakahabang debate niyan, palagay ko. May hindi din. Talagang it will, the chances of federalism in the Senate, ano, I can only speak for the Senate, depends on the merits of the federalism itself. Kasi nung kami nagkaroon ng briefing, ang NPC nagkaroon ng briefing tungkol dyan. Are we going to support it or not? No? And after the briefings that we had, the sentiment of the Nationalist People's Coalition is pag-aralan pa natin. Ganun kahirap. Kasi ang nakita namin, transition alone would be at least 5 years or baka abutin pa ng mga 10 years. So 5 to 10 years ang transition from the present form to federalism. So hindi, pati debate niyan medyo mahirap, matagal. I cannot say, I cannot agree na sabihin na mas madadali na sa ang federalism sa Senado dahil sa magiging composition ng bagong Senate. I cannot agree. It will depend on its merits.
Okay, Marian.
Ang sinasabi niyong possibility na mapasa siya, na ano lang, confine lang doon sa high
level drug trafficking.
Doon lang.
Doon lang talaga.
Pero pag in-expand pa nila yon, hindi.
Talo na yon.
Okay.
Talo sa amin yun. Pag in-expand. Mahihirapan. Di na makukumbinsi yung iba eh. Yung present composition ngayon, kung i-insist namin, nagbilangan, nakakatakot ang bilang. I don't think we can get to 13. Or in the new Senate, there's a possibility of 13. No? For high-level drug trafficking alone. Kasi oras na hinaluan mo ng iba, na pwede namang talagang punishable by reclusion perpetua, may mga 2-3 akong alam na aatras eh. Hindi na susuporta eh. Bawas na rin kami. Wala na rin. You'll never get the 13.
Pero sir, you also mentioned that at this point, hindi priority at this present Congress. Pero kung si Pacquiao,
unfortunately for those who are proposing it, or for it, it's not really a priority. Unless it's a priority of one of us, then mapapag-usapan namin yan, and then we commit to a LEDAC, and depending ngayon kung sino magiging speaker ng House, if they will agree to my suggestion that we have a monthly mini LEDAC aside from the LEDAC with the President.
Pero I mean kung yun nga sir, kung si Pacquiao with the support of other pro-death penalty senators, i-push nila na maging priority, possibility rin na sa next Congress maging priority rin ng leadership yon.
Oo. Yes, it's possible. It's possible. Pero not because it's a priority, it has a good chance of passing already. Ilang bills ang sinertify ng Presidente urgent in the 17th Congress? Tingnan nyo. Ang dami. Ilan na napasa? Baka 50%. It's not because binigyan mo ng titulo na priority yan, makakapasa yan. Hindi madali.
Okay, Paolo, and then Camille. Natanong na? Okay, Camille.
Sir, yung dun po sa bill on the lowering of minimum age of criminal liability, sabi dati ni Senator Gordon na napag-usapan nyo na pwedeng ihabol sa resumption na to. Ano pong chance nun?
Oo nga. I'm sorry, hindi nakakalimutan kong bagitin eh. May pag-asa. Pwede. May pag-asa yan. Sigurado na tatalakayin namin.
Pero
But if not, then in the 18th Congress, mas malamang.
Sir, when you say na may pag-asa, may pag-asang mapasa on third reading?
Yeah.
Paano yung BICAM, sir? Kasi 3 weeks na lang.
Yun na nga. Kung pa-pass break talaga, unless i-adapt ng House yung version namin, wala nang BICAM.
Pero pwede ba natin sabihin na yun yung una yung isasalang na bill sa pagbalik nitong next week?
That will be best answered by the members of the majority after my meeting on Monday. Kasi I called for a majority meeting 12 noon Monday to discuss what we may be able to pass and what are the more important bills that we need to pass in the next 3 weeks. Thereafter, I will meet with Senator Drilon to discuss it with the members of the minority kung alin doon naman yung sa tingin namin mas madali na at hindi na mahihirapan kami. Alam mo naman ng Senate, even in any parliament, malaking bagay yung dialogue out of plenary. Kaya minsan nare-resolve ng karamihan na yan sa caucus imbis na sa plenary.
Okay, Cecil, and then Mayan, then
So in short, parang going back to the election, are you satisfied with the performance of the COMELEC? Kasi they were saying na parang yung mga commissioner hindi ganun ka, parang hindi ganun ka parang purso dun sa election kasi parang late magsimula na yung canvassing and all, parang ganun.
I do not agree. I'm satisfied with the performance of the COMELEC. They have been very proactive, contrary to what others are saying. Nakikita ko very forceful pa nga the likes of the Chairman Abbas, Commissioner Guanzon, Commissioner Pareño, even Commissioner Gia, they're proactive
So yung investigation on the 2016 election, hindi pa yun masyadong too late ngayon na 3 years ago, tapos sana hindi agad na conduct.
We have to learn, still we have to learn, even kahit anong tagal na nun, we have to learn our lessons because yung 2022 very crucial yun, presidential yun kaya nga naturod na tayo ng eleksyon, wag na maulit yung mga apprehensions na nangyari noong 2016. I cannot 100% say that there was cheating. Hindi naman pwedeng until nga lumitaw lahat ito So dapat tuloy pa rin para makita natin. And then the possibility of adopting a hybrid. Tingnan natin kung after these elections ng 2016, 2019, ano ngayon ang sasabihin ng COMELEC? Ano ba? Nahirapan kami or hindi, kayang-kaya or matapatino natin. Di ba? Ano bang resulta? Kaya maganda yung JCOC matawag.
Last na po. The past few days parang trending si Senator-elect Bato na sabi niya wala siyang alam. Although sabi naman niya 'di ba parang he has experience in the executive being sa PNP and then the Bucor. Pero sabi niya parang wala siyang idea and he's willing to learn. Your takes are on that.
Merong nakaprepare ang Senate Secretariat lagi. Even previously. Tuwing after elections, we are ready for any conferences, orientations, meetings with the members of the new Senate or new senators or their staff. Kung hindi man sila, mga staff nila. So, padating yan. And then, pwede ka namang mag-review Pwede ka namang mag-aral Pag-aralan mo yung rules. Ang importante sa isang senador is sumusunod sa rules. Okay, that's one. The other thing is, every now and then, you come up with a piece of legislation na maganda para sa mga kababayan natin. But to me, one of the more important roles of a senator is how to vote. Malaking bagay yan. Dapat yan maganda, excellent voting record ka. When you talk about bills, you talk about kung ano yung pinag-uusapan, importante yung boto natin. You know, for example, sinasabi nila si Senator Lapid, ano mga bill na pinasa, ganyan-ganyan, o baka isa, dalawa, di ba? Oh, pero tingnan mo yung voting record niya. Like in my case, even in the past, anong voting record ko? Makikita mo. Approve ako sa lahat ng magagandang bills. Kontra ako saan? GAT, no. No ang boto ko dun eh. Oh, oil deregulation, no. EPIRA, no. Yung downstream, no. Alam ko masama eh. Lagi nga ang dasal ko nun, sana mali ako. I always say that when I vote against, I hope and pray that I am wrong. Those of us who are against are wrong. Unfortunately, years thereafter, makita mo, tama pala kami. Nakita mo yung GAT, nakita mo nangyari sa mga magsasaka. O yung EPIRA, ano nangyari sa energy natin. Oil deregulation, ano nangyari, hindi na natin makontrol. Presyo ng langis, di ba? Lahat yan, no ako eh. Ganun din, ganun yung katulad nila Senator Lapid o let's say ni Senator De La Rosa. Basta tama silang pumulso sa mga kababayan, yung boto nila importante, kung saan sila papanig, kung saan sila boboto. Mahalaga yun.
So, walang masama na aminin nilang wala pa silang masyadong alam sa taas ng Senate.
Walang masama doon. At saka nung tumatakbo sila, alam naman ng mga kababayan natin kung ano mga background nila usually. No? Kaya binoboto sila eh. At yung iba na magandang record, maganda scholastic, academic records, maganda. Pero ayaw nila yung mga stud, ayaw nila yung kumisan, yung personalidad lang, ayaw nila, hindi na nila iboboto eh. Ganon eh. That's democracy.
Okay, before niyan, so mababawasan yung macho block sa 18th Congress. Mag-recruit ba kayo o may mga potential na bagong member ng macho block dun sa mga papasok na...
Meron naman kami talagang na mga members na hindi lang masyadong matingkad eh. Like si Manny Pacquiao talaga, kasama naman namin yun eh. Si Grace po, talagang honorary member yun eh. Like Lauren Legarda. So, nabawa si Greg, dyan naman si Lito Lapid, na pwedeng pumalit muna, di ba? Si Lito, si Manny, si Grace, puro members talaga ng Macho Block yun eh. And we will accept any other. Kaya lang, medyo na. Hindi, bagay pa rin eh. Manny, bagay pa rin sa amin. Si Grace, kaya honorary member. Kasi, si Lito, medyo iimbestigahan ko muna kung macho rin yan. Kasi, ano ba ibig sabihin namin ng macho? Machuno rin. Hindi naman machong machismo yung amin eh. Machuno rin, puro kami takot sa asawa eh. Si Greg, si Ping, ako, puro naman kami takot sa asawa. Si Manny, mula nung nag-Christian, takot na rin sa asawa. Kaya kasama na namin yan. Macho na rin siya. Di ba? Si Lito, kinakabahan ako dito, parang parang hindi takot sa asawa dito eh. Iimbestigahan ko siya.
Pwede pa lang hindi matanggap sa macho block. Niyan.
Sir, sabi niyo kanina the Senate will remain independent. Parang as long as yung current leadership then will remain. Are you assured, sir, that you will remain as the Senate President come 18th Congress?
Parang self-serving ang pasagot at patanong mo dyan eh. I leave it to the members of the Senate. I serve at their pleasure. I will leave it to the members of the majority if they would want to retain our leadership or if they want a leadership change.
But as far as you know, sir, happy naman, sir, yung majority. I mean, meron ba silang mga concerns?
At tingin ko naman na majority, if not all, are satisfied with the way the 17th Congress was handled in the Senate.
Sir,
may mga naririnig ba kayo na possible mag-challenge or gusto, sir, maging Senate President or maging Senate Leader?
Wala eh. Wala akong narinig. Kasi usually papaalam sa akin eh. Or papaalam doon sa leader, kung sino man yung leader. Oh, parang kursunada ni ganito, ni ganito. So far, wala pa naman nagsasabi sa akin na when Manny Pacquiao called me 2 days ago, what he was saying was that he was proposing that the leadership be retained. At kausap na rin daw niya si Bong, si Bato, and Francis, I think.
Anong sagot, sir?
Sabi niya, gusto namin, pareho pa rin, parang ganun eh. Parang ganun. Mabuti pa sinatanungin nyo. I cannot remember his exact words, pero yun ang dating sa akin.
Pero sir, at least may expression ng support.
Yes.
Active expression of support.
Senator Pacquiao, yes.
And the rest, sabi niya pati sila Bato and Bongo. The
Well,
newbies.
hindi, sabi niya.
Sabi niya.
Sabi niya. Oh.
Bato, Tolentino. Tatlo.
Kausap daw niya and okay daw sila sa present leadership. Hindi na sabi ni Manny sa akin.
How about
Mabuti pa siya na mismo tanungin nyo para eksakto. Dahil baka mali ang intindi ko. Oo. Oo. Baka Duterte leadership ang sinasabi. Buti na yung tayo, huwag tayong presumptuous masyado.
Okay, Paolo, Badet, Xie, and then Nympha. Okay, Paolo.
Senator Zubiri will more or less still be the majority leader. And presumably, hindi lang masyado rin magagalaw yung committee chairmanships na, except for yung mga papasok siguro.
Mahirap sagutin ng affirmative kagad yan. Kasi, yes, definitely. If the leadership of the Senate is retained, then it will be Senator Zubiri, for sure, who will be majority leader. No doubt. The minority, I'm sure, will be the same. Ano? And then,
Wala mo dadagdag, sir?
ang magiging medyo pag-uusapan na namin doon ay yung mga committees na mababakante. And then, the possibilities of who will be chair of finance. Yun ang crucial, palagay ko. Ano? So, there are preferences. I have my personal preference, pero I will leave it to the members of the majority. Again, pag-uusapan namin muna.
Meron.
Sa akin, it's nakaka-handle mabuti nun. It's either Senator Recto or Senator Lacson.
Sir, crucial din sir yung
Bakit? Bakit ang patanong ng sagot ng Lacson?
And, naalala niya, oo.
sir,
Papalitan na, sir.
Again, importante yung meeting namin na Monday. Pag-usapan namin.
Ano sa
Kasi
committee
kasama pa
chairmanship?
namin sa Monday yung mga
Ongoing.
graduating eh. Di
Sir,
ba? Pag-uusapan namin mabuti yan. Ako, I'm just speaking. Let me set the record straight. I'm just speaking off my hat. It's my personal opinion. Yun lang muna yung akin. It's not ang majority, malalaman natin pag-uusap na namin.
sir, yung blue ribbon sir, crucial, papalitan din na sir yung blue ribbon.
Bakit? Is that your suggestion?
Sir, yung
Everything from the Senate President to the memberships or the committee chairmanships will all be to the pleasure or at the pleasure of the members of the majority.
But sa Constitutional Committee, meron na kayo in mind sa Blue Ribbon na
Sa akin,
yun.
ako lang yung personal kong suggestion yun. No?
sir, also being looked
Kasi yun ang mababakante. Yun.
Sir, also being looked is the Committee on Constitutional Amendments kasi crucial din yung chairmanship doon because of, the federalism push, if any?
Depende pa rin sa majority. What I can say is that definitely yung mababakante pag-uusapan namin. Yung mga present na hindi naman mababakante, ay again, it is left to the members of the majority to decide.
Robert, sir, ni-recall po ni President Duterte yung ambassador natin sa Canada because of Canada's failure to meet the May 15 deadline to get back their trash. Will it affect our relationship with Canada, sir? How about yung welfare ng ating mga Pilipino doon?
They must have their reasons. If the Department of Foreign Affairs, headed by Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin, decides to do so, they must have reasons to do that. Sa akin, dapat din tignan natin, imbestigahan natin, bakit, sino ba yung nag-import niyan? Sino ba nagpadala rito? Pinadala ba rito basta yan? O meron talagang recipient? Bakit hindi pinag-uusapan yung recipient? Sino siya? Sino sila? Sino yung ano? Ang pangalan ng Chrome Plastics, ang pangalan ng kumpanya? There is this company that's supposed to have to be the recipient of this
Private company, sir?
Oo. Chronic Plastics Incorporated. Address sa Valenzuela, ano? So, ano yun? Ano ba ang explanation nila? Ano ba napag-usapan nila? Siguro alam na ng DFA yan by this time.
Sir,
Baka meron silang alam na hindi natin alam.
Sir, sabi po ni Secretary Locsin, hindi daw po umattend sa meeting yung mga taga-Canadian Embassy doon sa scheduled meeting with customs officials and DOF. Yun daw po nag-trigger para i-minimize yung presence natin sa Canada.
Then he has every right to do so dahil parang binastos tayo. Di ba? Parang ayaw man lang harapin itong problema. Madali naman mag-explika kung wala naman sila itinatago. So, I will support the decision of the DFA.
Okay. Babet, follow up? Okay na? Sure. And then Malu? And then Mayan again? Sige. Sure.
Sir, teka lang. Sir, yung CBCP nananawagan na i-defer muna yung declaration, yung proclamation nung at least initial 6 or yung 12 na lumalabang ngayon kasi nga the question of authenticity ng result. What do you have to say to that?
Paano kaya nila nasabi na questionable yung authenticity ng result? I wonder. Because wala ako nakikitang walang sinyalis eh. Wala ako nakikitang ganun eh. Unless you can prove it otherwise. So, present evidence and prove it. Or present proof na may nangyari. So that COMELEC will be forced to not proclaim. Pero halos lahat ng local officials na tumakbo, na nanalo, na proclaim na eh. Yun din yung yun mismo yung pinanggalingan ng bawat balota na yun. Yun yung pinanggalingan ng papunta sa Senate eh. Di ba? Palagi ko, sa pool yun doon sa sinasabi ko kanina, earlier, di ba? I said, if you say the elections were not credible, show why. Prove it. Show proof na hindi credible. Kasi ang alam ko, parang 100% nung mga nasa leading, kahit saan ako pumunta, yun ang talaga sinasabi nila, iboboto nila eh. Ako naman, yun din halos ang in-endorse ko eh. Lahat ng matitino at legitimate survey companies, yun yung sinasabi ng mga kababayan natin, and this scientific yung mga approach na yun, at saka hindi yung basta pa-survey ni ganito at na ganyan. Ito rin yung lumalabas eh. So paano nilang masasabi na not credible? Ano? Yung mga hindi lumabas o malayo, pinagtatanong ko rin sa pag-ikot ko. Sinasabi nila, ayaw nila iboto eh. Ganun ang sinasabi sa akin eh. Hindi na wala boboto yan. Ganun ang mga ano eh. So hindi nakakapagtaka. Kung ang naririnig ko, si ganito, hindi nila iboboto, tapos nasa top 5 o nasa top 12, aba, siguro mayroon silang dahilan para sabihin na incredible.
So yung speaking of local, may mga nawala na or may halos nabura ng Paul dynasties like Estrada, Cerilles,
Eusebio.
Eusebio. Cerilles daw talo, sabi ni Joy, sir.
Governor o
Mag-asawa yata, sir. Pero sir, at the same time, meron din daw mga budding Paul dynasties like yung Sotos. What do you have to say?
ang dynasty sa isang lugar lang. Di ba? Like for example, yung governor, kamag-anak yung mayor, kamag-anak yung vice mayor, kamag-anak yung vice governor. Pagkatapos ng term nila, kapapalit sila rin, kamag-anak din. Yun, pwede mo sabihin dynasty yun. Pero yung isa taga Parañaque, yung isa taga Quezon City, yung isa taga Pasig, paano naging dynasty yun? Hindi ba? Siguro, pwede mong sabihin political clan. O, pwede. Admittedly, malabas yun. Because for a very long time, people have always associated our family name to show business eh. Because sila yung mga bata eh. Pero tingnan mo yung history, tingnan mo yung nakaraan. Yung family name namin associated with journalism and politics. Politics and journalism. The members of the 7 wise men of the 1935 Constitution, there was a Sotto there. There were 2 Sottos in that Constitution. The first Senate in 1917 bore only one name that was present in the 2017. After 100 years, there was only one family name present in that 100 years ago that was present in 2017, 100 years after. And it was our family name. So, akala lang nila sa showbiz talaga connected. Hindi, it's really a political clan kung tutuusin. Even in the provinces. The vice governor of Governor Vicente Duterte was a Sotto. Noli Sotto, my first cousin. You know, one of the stalwarts of the City Council of Cebu from there for a very long time was a Sotto. Suga, Sotto, Yubienko. So it's really a political family. It's not a dynasty.
Sir, ano yun, yung what you can assure is that this political clan is different from the regular picture of a dynasty or a clan that they are seeing.
Iba yun.
Lasa lang, sir. Yung pamangkin niyo, sir, sa Pasig, according to reports, binoboycott ng mga City Hall employees. Kahapon naka-black yung mga employees in protest dun sa naging proclamation. And then today, merong information na nag-stop ng distribution ng assistance to the poor sa Pasig. Again, in protest daw po dun sa bagong incoming leadership ng pamangkin po niya.
I'm sure babalik lahat yan sa July 1. As a matter of fact, mas maganda yung mga programang narinig ko kay Vico other than what they have now. Aalisin niya lahat yung mga bayad sa permits, bayad sa ganito, yung mga bayad sa ganyan, aalisin niya lahat yun. And he was programming at least about 2 billion for the healthcare of everybody in Pasig. So yung mga employees, ewan ko, ba't nagkakaganon sila? Eh di mag-resign na lang sila. Sabay-sabay na sila mag-resign ng June 30. Di ba? Kesa sa poprotestahan nila yung boto ng mga kababayan nila sa Pasig. Oo. Baka yun yung sinasabi nila na nandaya. Sipin mo, binayaran mo, hindi ka binoto. Nadaya ka nga. Dinaya ka ng taong bayan.
Okay. Before may Manifa, sir, may observation na rampant daw yung vote buying this election. So may mga nagsasabi na baka daw it's about time na parang government funds na ang gamitin sa kampanya para maiwasan yung ganitong bilihan ng boto. Do you think yun yung solution, sir?
Well, it's something that we can study. Kasi yung definition kasi ng vote buying napakahalaga eh. For example, there are, let's say, 1,000 precincts in your city. You need to win, to win. You need at least 4 to 5 watchers or coordinators or supporters for every precinct. Sa tingin mo, makakakuha ka ng ganong libo-libong volunteer? Hindi. Babayaran mo yun. Yung mga watcher. Babayaran mo yun. Babayaran mo yung coordinators mo. Kasi, paano pagkain nila? Mag-aabono sila para sa'yo? Di ba? Pagkain, that's on D-Day alone. So, question, is that vote buying? Once and for all, we have to define it. Vote buying ba yun? Eh, kung gusto kong 10 watcher per precinct eh. Bawal ba yun? Diba? Pero yun ang insurance mo na may magbabantay. Bakit 5? Sinasabi ko. Kasi yun ang practice before buy. Sa umaga o sa gabi pa lang, piniprepare yung mga balota, yung mga ganyan, o yung mga boxes, mga ganyan, may watcher ka na dapat. Sa umaga, habang nagbobotohan, may watcher ka uli. Napapalitan yung watcher mo dahil pagod na yun at gutom na yun. Pagdating ng pagsara ng presinto, may watcher ka dapat habang nagbibilangan or habang sinasara. Pag dinala yung ballot box sa munisipyo, kailangan yung watcher mo nakasunod, baka ako sa mapunta yung ballot box. Di ba? At pag nagbibilangan na sa munisipyo at minomonitor o yung tinatawag nila whether manual or hindi, nandun yung isa mo. Hindi pwedeng isang tao lang yan. Yan, may kanya-kanya silang dapat na oras dahil kakain yan, nagmamonitor yan, napapagod yan. So, let's define that. Kung ayaw natin ng ganun at i-classify natin na vote buying yan, ibawal natin ang watcher. Di ba? Hindi pwedeng puro volunteer eh. Imposible eh. And then party workers, during the 45-day campaign, sino magdi-distribute ng mga paraphernalia mo? Sino kasama mong umiikot? May mga coordinators ka. Binibigyan mo ng funding yan. Dapat pagkain, pamasahe. Is that vote buying? Because automatically, those people will vote for you. Yun eh. So, napakahirap siguro. Pag-aralan natin mabuti. And let's define once and for all what we mean by vote buying.
Okay. Minta? And then may Ann.
Morning, sir. Sir, dalawa po. Baka 3. Sir, yung isa, yung sabi ng COMELEC, kaya maaring palpak yung mga SD cards kasi binili nila pinakamura. Hindi ba, sir, kailangan, o cheapest daw po, hindi ba kailangan, sir, amyendahan yung procurement law para hindi palaging yung pinakamura ang option?
Haven't we heard that from the President himself? Hindi ba? Gusto niyang burahin yung procurement law daw dahil dyan daw nag-uumpisa ang corruption. Sabi niya, di ba? Yes, it's about time. Siguro it's about time. Baguhin na natin yung procurement law na yan. Kasi hindi lang sa COMELEC nangyayari yan, pati sa ibang mga departamento nangyayari yan. Kapo-procure natin, kagustuhan natin ang mura, bulok nila kukuha natin.
Pero sir, di ba meron naman ding minimum requirements yon, hindi basta cheapest?
Andyan yung corruption. Kasi ipipilit nila yung ano.
So isa yan sir
ipipilit
sa
nila yun.
ipupush next Congress.
Yes, siguro about time. As a matter of fact, may mga naka-file eh. Di ba may mga naka-file na amending the procurement law?
Opo.
Meron eh. Di na lang nakasama dito sa mga kailangan ipasa agad eh.
And sir, ano yung, sir, ulit lang po pa-expound ko, ano yung i-offer na tulong, sir, dun sa mga baguhang senador? Tsaka, ano yung itutugon nyo dun sa sinasabi na bakit pag ordinary workers papasok sa isang trabaho, kailangan skilled na, hindi kami matatanggap kung hindi ka magaling na welder, hindi ka kukuning welder. Pero bakit pag sa Senado, OJT pa lang? Yun yung sinasabi, hindi pa nila alam yung gagawin.
Yun ang nakalagay sa konstitusyon eh. Yun ang nakalagay sa konstitusyon eh. Read and write. Di ba? Even for president eh. So yun na, baguhin natin. Baguhin natin ang konstitusyon kung ganyan ang feeling ng mga kababayan natin. Kailangan may master's degree ka.
Pero agree kayo,
Bago
sir,
ka
na
ng
itaas
ganyan.
yung standard.
Di ba? Ha?
Agree kayo, sir, na kung na-amyandan yung constitution, itaas yung standard.
And then hindi na demokrasya yan. Mahirap na, ano yan eh. Napakatagal ng panahon, even in the more developed countries, they have never touched that thing. Hindi, madaling sabihin kasi yun eh, pagka welder ka, gusto mo kunin, o magpupulis, kailangan, o mag-NBI ka, kailangan, abogado ka. Pero sa Senate, kahit hindi. Yun nga ang demokrasya eh. Hindi naman porke kasi wala kang pinag-aralan, hindi ka na pwedeng maging magaling na leader. Meron kang napakagaling mag-vulcanize, pero walang naiintindihan sa pagmamaneho. Di ba? Hindi ano eh. Hindi, ano yan? Ano yan? Chicken and egg.
Okay. So, isa
Chicken
lang.
and egg yan.
Ano yung, sir, pa-expound daw ulit, ano yung itutulong po ninyo, sir, doon sa mga baguhan? May seminar ba? Or ano yung
Merong orientation na nakahanda ang Senate Secretariat. There is an orientation all set already. It's a package thing na pwedeng pati mga employees or would-be employees, mga staff, they can be given that orientation.
Okay na, hindi pa? And then, last si Paolo.
Nasagot niya na pero for soundbite na lang, sir. Yung tungkol lang kay Bicoy na dinideny niya na signature niya, sir, yung sa pinakita niyo raw pong affidavit. And si Hutch daw, sir, yung pumunta nga, in-affirm niya na si Hutch yung pumunta noong October 2015, pero siya na daw yung may hawak ng dokumento. Hindi galing yung dokumento kay, sabi niya, quote-unquote, upang patunayan, i-validate kung totoo raw ang mga dokumento na nasa kanilang mga kamay.
Paano kayang malalaman ni Hutch? Yung, basahin niyo yung first 3 or 4 paragraphs of his document. Sino makakaalam nun? Siya lang. Trabaho niya, saan siya nagtrabaho dati, kung ano yun niya. Doon pa lang, tapos na kagad yung sinasabi niya na dala-dala ni Hutch yung dokumento. Sino makakaalam nun? Siya lang nakakaalam nun. Di ba? Kalokohan niya.
Hindi raw yun, sir, yung signature niya. Malayo daw yung totoong signature niya sa affidavit na pinakita niya.
Halika, pumunta siya rito. Pakita niya sa akin yung firma niya. Bago ako maniwala sa sinasabi niya. You know, unfortunately, with due respect, siyempre, ang mga tao naman may kanya-kanyang dapat binibigyan natin respeto. But if I were you, after that, after yung nakita ko na bigla niyang may sinagsasabi siya na ganito, alam ko yung pinanggalingan niya na mga dokumento at lahat. Hindi ko papatulan because he's damaged goods. Damaged goods Ba't mo bibigyan ng balor?
Okay, last. Paolo. Meron pa ba? Bukod kay Paolo? O gusto nang kumain?
So, just to...
Paolo,
Yes, sir.
baka may sasuggest ka na naman na papalitan.
Bulong ko na lang, sir.
Okay.
So, just to wrap up the story on yung legislative agenda, may pending tax measures pala. Mayroon pa bang, habol pa ba ng 17 dyan? Like, liquor...
Gusto ng Department of Finance. Gusto ng Department of Finance.
The 17, sir, ha? The 17.
Oh, the 17. Gusto nila maghabol. As a matter of fact, mayroong meeting na sineset up sa akin ng Department of Finance tungkol dun. Sabi ko, bago ako makipag-usap tungkol dun, yung Ways and Means namin, tsaka si chairman namin ng accounts, pag-usapan muna natin, kausapin natin, kasi ano ba yung kailangan? If it's again, something like aalisin ng income tax para sa mga ganito, ganyan, okay yan. Di ba? Katulad nun. Kaya ako natatawa ako doon sa mga nagsasabi doon sa kumakampanya aalisin daw nila i-repeal daw nila yung train. Para bang kaya ng isang senador na mag-repeal ng bill na siya lang mag-isa. Anyway, kung nasabi mo yun, maraming hindi boboto sa'yo. Bakit? I-repeal mo yung wala ng income tax ng 250,000 and below. Pati tayo na medyo more than 250,000 income natin, yung first 250,000, wala nang tax I-repeal mo yun? Ba, hindi kita iboboto. Di ba? Oh. So, kung ang ipipilit ng Department of Finance na ihabol namin ay makakaganda para sa atin, ay okay lang na pag-usapan namin at tignan namin kung maihahabol. Ngayon, kung makakasama, like for example, isa sa mga dapat mahabang debate dyan, yung tungkol dun sa sin tax. Let's say like sigarilyo, cigarettes. Ang masama dito sa report na nakikita namin, habang tinataas mo yung tax ng sigarilyo, palaki ng palaki ang income nung smuggler. At saka nung fake, hindi fake, yung illegal tobacco manufacturers. Palaki ng palaki income nila, nawawala naman sa gobyerno yun, wala naman sa gobyerno yun. Tapos paliit ng paliit ang income ng gobyerno dito sa mga legitimate tobacco companies. So kailangan talaga yan timplahing mabuti.
Okay, follow-up, Paolo? No more?
Yes, sir.
No more?
Okay, thank you very
With
much.
that, maraming pong salamat, Senate President Vicente Sotto III. On yung lunch dun sa Seascape Asian Taste Seafood Restaurant.
Oo.